and welcome to the final stop of Monsterjam Poker Tour Season 2. It is Times Square and it is all very exciting. Tonight we kick off with a bang with the free roll. Last year we had a record number of players at our free roll and we're pretty sure we'll get the same today. Keep an eye out for all the action on all of our social media. As usual, catch us on Facebook, Instagram and on Twitter, and our stream will be going live very soon, so keep an eye out for that too. evening and welcome to the final stop of Monsterjam Poker Tour Season 2. It is Times Square and it is all very exciting. Tonight we kick off with a bang with the free roll. Last year we had a record number of players at our free roll and we're pretty sure we'll get the same today. Keep an eye out for all the action on all of our social media. As usual, catch us on Facebook, Instagram and on Twitter, and our stream will be going live very soon, so keep an eye out for that too. Good evening and welcome to the final stop of Monsterjam Poker Tour Season 2. It is Times Square and it is all very exciting. Tonight we kick off with a bang with the free roll. Last year we had a record number of players at our free roll and we're pretty sure we'll get the same today. Keep an eye out for all the action on all of our social media. As usual, catch us on Facebook, Instagram and on Twitter, and our stream will be going live very soon, so keep an eye out for that too.
Okay, good afternoon and welcome back to Pretoria. Where are we? Where are we indeed? We are with the 6 max. This is the final table. There are only 6 players left and we are on the bubble. The stone cold bubble. We'll introduce the players to you as we go around, but we'll pick up the first hands in the hijack. Nolan Rebello. No stranger to many of our viewers. Nolan, a regular on the circuit, recently moved to Portugal, and that is our loss, trust me, our loss entirely. He's got his family down there with him, and just the nicest of men. Okay, just catching up. Looks like that was folded around to Nolan's bet, and the first hand he takes down. So what have we got? What we got is level 17. This is the blind level for 8,000 and 16,000. 16,000 in the big blind ante. So it's getting a bit serious now. We're towards the business end of the tournament, and you'll see there most of our players have got a big blind figure against their name rather than a percentage, which means they're 20 bigs or below. And all of them be looking to make a move pretty soon. Top of your picture there, Len Freeman. Nolan Rebello on the action, folds. That'll be Donny Mitev. And then no stranger to these screens, Mr. David Rosenthal with 9-8 offsuit in the cutoff. And he'll bet 40k. Keith Bishop in the black t-shirt, center of frame, will get out the way. And it's around to Kevin Khalil. Once again, really no introductions required for this fellow. One of life's gentlemen. Flips over the ace, has a little bitch and a moan. And the pot will be slid across to David Rosenthal. Good steal, nice cards. That was tongue-in-cheek, by the way. Okay, Kevin is the only player with a percentage. He's got 24% of the chips in play, 342. Then 18, 17, 11, 10 and 9 big blinds respectively.
Just take off the race. Who wants first? So we take off the race. We can do that.
Okay, it's not, you can't really because it's a bubble. Look, you know what you can do? You know what you can do? You can take, how many places get paid? 6. 5 get paid. So 5. No, 5 is 6. Not too much. And what they can do is they can take up to $6 grand of second, third, fourth, and fifth. That's like, even that's like, I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm not.
So David with the king 10 here and the hijack. Nice cards, especially short-handed. And that raise will come in, looks like 40k. That's 16. No, it's not 16. David has bet. David has bet. And seat 6 has bet 42 or 50,000.
I'll bubble the 17 and a half. No, you know what I'm saying? I thought there's 6 already. So we are 6.
It's only paying 5. There are 6. But 5 places paid.
So that bet gets through, and David pumps up his chip stack a little bit more. So what have we got in store for you today? Well, this is the 6 max, day 2. This is going to be a bit fast and furious, we're hoping. And then later on this evening at 8 p.m. we've got a 40,000 high roller, which will be a nice tournament. And we're advertising some satellites in between, so keep an eye on the social media sites. I know there was one program for 3 o'clock this afternoon, and there'll be another one program for later on today, I'm sure. Details to follow. Jack 9 in a hijack. You can see Keith's face there, he's like, oh no, again, every hand, what is wrong with you? And David will be aware that we're on the bubble. He'll be factoring that into all of his decisions. And he'll also be aware that, you know, many of the short stacks here won't want to be getting involved with him, who is the second biggest stack, and essentially equal first with Kevin. They won't want to mix it up and put their stack at jeopardy, particularly as, I don't know if you picked it up just now, they were talking about putting together a bubble prize, but that never happened. So we're still on the bubble. And Nolan is going to call this off. So it's a raise to 42 and a call by Nolan. 10, Jack 9, 3 spades. David picks up 2 pair. No help at all for Nolan. This will be a hefty bet to get rid of Nolan. He's got 2 pairs there, doesn't want him drawing to a flush. And this is just designed to get him out of the way and protect his hand, and that's exactly what happens. And Nolan knows exactly what went on there, but worth a stab in the big blind with his suited ace of hearts there. No luck on the flop, and we shall move on. So a big shout out to all of our fans out there in the internet waves who stuck with us till 4:30 this morning. We went to bed when the sun came up, which is not unusual for poker players, of course, but thank you to the hotel staff and everybody else for keeping quiet and letting us get some sleep. We're pleased to be back here fresh and well, fresh-ish, I don't know about fresh, and being able to bring you these pictures from Cardstream in conjunction with Monsterjam Poker Tour and of course our friends here at Sun International Times Square Casino in Pretoria. So Keith in a hijack, Jack 4. Kevin with the suited Jack 6 will not be adverse to pulling a little move here. He's got the shorties on his left, of course. Decides to get away from it. And Lenny of pocket 10 is going to shove here for sure. I'm pretty sure his money's going in, or a hefty bet, one or t'other. I like a push here. Let's see all 5 cards. Yeah. Let's see all 5 of them. Nolan's holdings. We're not going to see, but Donny wants a count with ace 5. This is short stack on short stack here. I'm pretty sure it's all in for him to call. As soon as he picks it up and lets Nolan see his cards, he knows that they're dead. This is a fold all day. My money is on a fold from Donny. It's on a fold. This is TV time. Be careful flicking your chips like that, Donny, because that'll cost you. Okay, he's going to call. I'm surprised. We got a race off to the flop cam. I'm very surprised at that call. Donny must have sent something, and good luck to both players. This is the stone cold bubble. 2 diamonds, that's what you want to see when you've got those sort of cards in your hands. Any diamonds, 6 outs. There's a 3, that'll bring a straight possibility. So any 4, any diamonds. Diamond on the river, Donny will double up. Good call, sir, good call. And Lenny Freeman will be stranded. Will be stranded. Nothing wrong with Len's push there, nothing wrong whatsoever. And I actually thought Donny was going to fold this, being the shorter stack. And what little do I know, Donny showed a bit of courage there. Maybe sent something from Len, got it in, and you know, suited aces in short-handed play is a very strong hand, so to be fair to him. And fortune favoured the brave. So I think Len is going to be pretty much crippled over there now. And he'll be looking for a spot. The good news for him is he's on the button. No, I'm incorrect, sorry. Nolan is on the button. And He gets a couple of free looks.
You guys look like that.
Okay, so apologies for the noise. That is an active restaurant next door to the poker arena, so there's not much we can do about it, unfortunately. Hugh Bishop with a 7-2.
For a.
6,198,245.
Can I have that in writing? Mr. Zuma?
Len Freeman is all in. We haven't seen Len's cards because they're on the wrong box. I believe Len is in seat 2. We'll ask the dealer to move his cards to seat 2. There you go, Lenny. Ace 4, any ace. And the call has been made by David. Standard here. Flush draw for Lenny. 2 and the 10 for David will get rid of Lenny, and that is the bubble burst. Our bubble boy is Len Freeman. Unlucky, sir. Got your money in good, and nothing wrong with your play. Hold your head up high. You always do you, your coach, your family, and the game proud. Absolute gentleman of the game. Well played. And look at that. Goes around and shakes everybody's hand, holds his head high, and good work, Len Freeman. Very good work, and proud of you, my friend. Proud of you. Okay, so let's talk money. All 5 players at the table are guaranteed 12,230 rand. That is the 5th prize money. 4th prize is 17,472. 3rd prize 31,449. 2nd prize 47,174. And 1st prize 66,393 South African rands. Well done, congratulations to you all. Hand number 7, Kevin Khalil with his entry tickets to the Jack 10 Club. What have we got here? 42,000. Keith folds. And Kevin shows the Jack 10. So Bozo is now top of the pops with 451, 31% of the chips. Kevin 2nd place. And the rest of our players have a big blind number against them, meaning they have 20 bigs or less in their pot.
Yeah, I didn't 200,000. 200,000 straight.
So the time has come. It is Barocca time. 15 effervescent tablets. I think that means they're fizzy and they go away in water and you can drink them. What a big word. Okay, Roland is betting out here. Nolan, should I say? Keep doing that. He's a buddy of mine. I should know his name. Donnie gets rid of it. Keith gets out the way, and Kevin Khalil might just be getting involved in this hand, I think. So the raise is 42. Kevin is not going to flat here. I can't see it. Is he really? No. 116,000 chippies.
We need another 100.
And basically saying to Nolan, I'm putting you all in here, China. He's not, but if Nolan calls this bet, he's committed. Looking at Nolan's chip stack. You know, Nolan doesn't just call here, his money goes in or he folds. It's that simple. He's got 135 behind. Kev's a wise old fox, good sizing. And he either folds or he calls. He gets his money in. And his cards go in the muck. And we'll shot to Kevin. And Kevin shows the aces. Kevin is justifying the number that he's raised to and telling him why, which is exactly what I said. You know, he's all in or fold. It's that simple. So Donny 16 to call. Stream is up on the Facebook page. We're not actually, we're still running adverts, but it's on.
You paid me off.
Pocket tens for Bozo. Raised to 60k. 44 for Donny to call, and that's not gonna happen. Who was first through the door today? On the streaming, Mr. Roland Smith of Durban fame. Your buddy Bozo's on the table. Mr. Mark Butter. Chest to his friends. Big Marky, welcome on board, buddy. Pictures coming to you very, very soon. Okay, it's Barocca time. I don't like this stuff, but apparently it's healthy, so I drink it anyhow. They make one for the over 50s, but I don't think I need that. I feel like it's the under 30s. Player 8 is all in. That is Keith Bishop with ace-10 offsuit. Bozo has to, is going to fold here for sure. And Donny folds. No, he doesn't fold. I don't know what he's thinking about, but he is folding. Hello, Donny. We can see your cards. We can see your cards, Donny. You're not calling with 10-3 offsuit. Trust me. You're a pretty looking man, but you've had enough TV time. Thank you. And Keith Bishop will pick up 40k, which is dead money in the middle. Well done, Keith. Giving Donny a bit of grief there, but the truth is players like to just take a bit of time to disguise the fact that maybe they were calling light or getting involved light or whatever. So the Barocca moment is over, and I'm feeling extremely healthy. Okay, so Ryan Joffe says the stream is not working at the moment. Okay, we're getting a black picture. That's what we're getting. And let me just check that out for you.
No, I like the medium. They're not busy though. That's why.
So we're aware there's a black screen at the moment. We were just setting up the restreaming. Thank you for bringing it to our attention. And we will be bringing you pictures in 2 to 3 minutes. So just stick with us, guys and girls. And I'll just answer.
42,000. Yes, it's 42,000.
No. But he bubbled, he entered when there's 4.
Entered when they're 5. Entered when they're 5. But it's like it was worth the guy right. No, but the thing is, I would never have done it. But
So
Ahmed was short, George was short, Harold was short.
that's why he joined. Everyone's short.
The American was like 700,000. George only had like 80,000.
Okay, so I've replied online to Ryan Joffe's question, and Divan has joined us. Welcome, Divan. Hopefully we're going to see you in the high roller later today. And Kevin under the gun here, ace king, some action coming from Kevin for sure. Looks like Bozo is got the chip lead now. For those you don't remember, Bozo is our current holder of the Six Max trophy last time out. And I can see that the stream is coming up with its adverts on my computer now. So those adverts will run for a few minutes. And then you'll be getting your pictures on a half-an-hour delay. We started playing here at 4 p.m. so you should be getting your pictures about 4:30. Welcome to Mr. Ilan. Always nice to see you online, sir. Maxi boy, nice to see you there, Maxi. Jabal Chetty, nice to see you, Jabal. Numbers building already in anticipation for the culmination of this Six Max. And you'll be logging on and you'll be looking at pictures of Len Freeman still with us. Unfortunately, Len is now departed, but that's not a spoiler because you're only going to find out in half an hour. And that will have happened, and I'll be talking over it now. It's like Back to the Future, the space-time continuum.
Shocking. Shocking, eh? But I did consider it, and I know you believe me.
No, because I saw you game for it, and I said, I was nearly
I thought it was all stacks going.
I wasn't.
I thought all stack was going.
You think I'm calling you?
And Gert Boschoff, welcome, sir. Stream going live shortly.
They were the same color. Same suit.
mine were the same color.
Mine were the same suit. Even the same suit.
Sounds like 104,000 Keith there. Dorian Anthony, Fabian. Fabian, wow, a long time no see, China.
Okay, I'll make it easy for you. You worried about
Keith Bishop all in with the hooks. Donny in the tank with the threes. I'm not going to comment here. I've been wrong twice with Donny already. I think he's got to fold though.
what you got ace five diamond. And you must be a hit.
Yeah, I'm going to make this decision.
Time.
Time has been called. I've got a watch here, and that's 55 seconds.
Can I ask you a favor?
50 seconds.
You can't lift your cards.
Time has been called. Oh, that is what's happening.
So there's a ruling being asked for here. Let's listen in. David, our tournament director.
At 0, your cards will be marked. 4.
You can't hold your cards out.
You want them to show another player.
Okay, so let me tell you what happened there.
You've got to change myself.
No, you do it and show there.
Donny has a habit of lifting his cards up so other people can see them in all-in situations, and that's not permissible. The rules are very simple. If you show your hand to another player, then your cards are dead. David's just calm in the situation there. Kevin's having a bit of a chirp in as
Are
well.
you serious? How many blinds of mine have you taken? About 17?
When we just swap line. I skip. If you have I skip, maybe you just risk for that.
Okay, 7-2, isn't that?
I did 7-2.
So Mr. Bishop picks up some well-needed chips, and he also wins the prize for being the best-looking baldy at the table. Oh, sorry, you're the only one in the competition, Mr. Bishop.
Pocket fours. I should have called.
16,000.
Could have got lucky.
Okay, Donny gets rid of his junk under the gun. 5-2 for Bozo in the cut-off. Suited one gappers, two gappers even. Be interested to see how he plays this. He's been in a bit of a stealing mood today. He's got the chip lead, and Bozo's not afraid to bang his chest and get some chips in there. That looks like 40 something.
Ah, okay. Sure, it's good.
So Keith to call 42, and he's put his cards in the muck, so it's up to Kevin. Kevin folds as well. Keith Bishop fold, Kevin Khalil fold, and Nolan Rubillo fold. The Mosquitoes have returned. The score is 0-0.
Yeah, I'll say I think I'm at 52%. I said 52. Remember my percentages. Are you going to watch the hand later? Just see if my odds are right. I said 52%.
Well, let's call the...
Okay, back to the action. Under the gun, David Rosenthal. Ace-3 offsuit. David been very active at the table. So you hear David in the background there. The blinds have just gone up to 10,000, 20,000, with 20,000 in the big blind ante. And David asking the question of everybody here from early position. Everybody's got half an eye on the clock, half an eye on the laddering up. Pay jump approximately 5,000. Orans, Donny with a 7-2. Come on, Donny, this is getting a bit monotonous, this tank in every hand. And you've got junk, mate. You never call him Rosenthal with 7-2. Come on.
Yeah, it's crazy what traffic there is on that time. Which way did you go? Yeah,
And David will pick up the 40k. Welcome on line, the new streamers online, Clint Marsh and the beautiful Zeta Bomb.
Said, listen, I'm going all in blind.
There, I said it. I'm out of the closet.
No, 1-8.
Nice to have you online, Zeta. Hopefully Helmut's out making a living to keep you in the way you're accustomed to.
He says, I'm calling fucking open aces. But it was blind.
The best is, I almost said the best moment of my career. We get it all in like
Okay, Mr. Bishop, right of your screen under the gun. Keith no centre, Queen 9.
what is Queen 10-6. He did have a set. Took him a good 7 minutes.
I was there slow long enough.
But let me just tell you
No, but he didn't tell you what you're supposed to do.
I got
Keith is finding something funny.
I wasn't wrong. And had I found that guts return as Jack, found the king, I was going to wait till he stopped.
I knew you were going to do it.
I was going to show you that.
But little does he tell you that.
And we're not getting Nolan's cards again. I think he's just missing the box.
He told
So,
everyone at the table, we're doing this with George.
That's it. There we go. When he puts them in the box properly. It's amazing how sensitive these things can be. So Nolan's all in. Good luck, sir.
Yes, I never. Bozo went like this. Boom.
And Donny's going to go through his tanking again. John and Ambrosi. Welcome, Mr. Johnny Ambrosi. My brother from another mother.
But I never did. This is the
Nice to see you online, Chana. No doubt you'll be back up here at the weekend to play the main and bring in the beautiful Rosa with you as well. So regards to you and your family, my buddy.
So is it 61 more? Yeah, for sure.
David Bozo.
Just check it.
71.
So there you go. Good professional there. Not accepting the dealer's word for it. Actually asking for a formal count. I played in a game a couple of weeks ago where a guy asked the dealer for a count and the count was incorrect. He made the call and it cost him a lot more money than he was anticipating and he lost the hand. Welcome on the stream, Mark Joseph. Nice to see you, sir. Our leader from Monsterjam and creator of the brand. So it looks like David might be going to put in a call here. I mean, and there it is. And pretty standard here out of the big blind. So we'll go to the flop cam. David's got a suit here and 2 overs. Sorry, 1 over, my apologies. So 8, 9. It's a straight draw as well, just to come on board there. Set of jacks now. And a 5 no help, so Nolan will double up through David Rosenthal. And standard play there. We will ask our dealers CPay to slow down on the next all-in so we can appreciate if there's any sweats coming and the like. It's difficult because in the outer tables the dealers are expected to deal fast through the all-ins, and here on the feature table we like to give our viewers the opportunity to work out what the sweats are and what sweat cards are coming or going. And it's not the normal practice, so that's why we just remind them.
Well, no one told us 5 minutes ago.
Okay, so Kevin Khalil will be under gun here. Big blind will be Keith Bishop. Another opportunity to join the Jack 10 Club, Kev. He had Jack 10 suited a couple of hands ago and came out firing from the under the gun position. Doesn't like the look of the offsuits and puts them in the muck. Nolan is next to act, he folds. Pocket queens for Donny. So fold. Keith calls with 8-3 out of the big blind, so defending. Flop 7, 9, 10. Up, down, straight draw for Keith. All in. That's going to be a call from Donny, I imagine. Yep, and we'll go to the flop cam. So 6s and jacks is what Keith is looking for. Ace no good. 5 no good, and Donny will take down the pot. We'll cut to the camera, and it looks like Keith does cover Donny, so he won't. And here we go, classic chip in a chair. Well done, Donny, good double up. And Keith is still in, he does have chips. Just like to thank all the people yesterday who took the time to send personal messages to me about the commentary and the team and everything. Don't be afraid to voice your opinions in public on the stream. Let everybody else see what you're thinking, and if there's any feedback and things you think we can do better or worse or whatever, feel free to give us a feedback. We're here to listen. So Keith is all in the small blind.
You gotta go 20.
I'll make it 109,000. I would have gone 5. I don't want to give an extra 1,000.
Kevin will be in the big blind, and Nolan is under the gun.
No, I know that.
Okay, who's all in here, guys?
But he'd make 6 instead of 5.
You can fold that.
Come on.
No, you can fold.
No, put me on
I'll
the
show
rail.
you, yeah.
Put me on the rail.
Just one yellow stick.
So Bozo suited connector is here on the button. I suspect a raise will come in here. Yeah, as standards. That's isolate, get rid of Kev. If Kev's got cards, we'll see. 10-7 off, sorry, 10-7 suited in the big blinds. That's not beyond the realms of possibility for Kev to defend here. But maybe he's just going to let this one go.
I'm just going to go like this, 12, take that up, and that's all.
You made a profit.
You're going to kill me. Well, that's actually stupid. That's not the
Oh,
bubble.
oh,
That's not the bubble. I'll play as I wish. I'm not keeping you guys on the bubble.
7, 8 versus a 6. So a pair of 6s there, pair of 8s for David.
Then I did a good thing to
3 of diamonds brings a dime, no sweats. 10 on the river, no good. Bozo wins the hand, and we'll lose Keith Bishop from the final table. Well done, Keith. 12,230 South African rands for your trouble. Always a pleasure to have you at the table. And look forward to catching up with you later. I do believe you're going to play the 40k. So we'll look forward to seeing you on one of the tables near us soon. And congratulations to you. You have cashed. So he is no longer at the table, so new hand. And we have a dead button. Small blind with Kevin, big blind with Nolan, and Donny is under the gun with pocket 6s. Suspect we're going to see some action here. If not a big raise, maybe a shove. And he just calls. So limps his 6s. Interesting. David with ace queen is certainly going to raise this up.
80,000.
And Donny will have a decision when he comes back round to him. Kevin's got the same hand, so this is going to be interesting. Kevin will shove for sure. Kevy's all in. And this is interesting hand developing here. We don't know what Nolan's got. Let's flick the camera across to Nolan. Nolan's gone, so he's folded. And Donny with his pocket 6s had a decision to make. You're actually ahead, Donny, if you're interested. And maybe that's a wise decision. And we flick back to the other camera. And Bozo's going to be looking at how much it is to call it off. It's not a definite that David calls here. And yes, how much he's got is 384. So David's now counting out that call, including the chips on the table he's already put in. And what does that leave him in the event that he's wrong? That is the question he's asking himself, and how can I manage that? Merchant Governor just joined us. Hope you haven't got too sore ahead from your birthday yesterday, big boy. Nice to see you online. Haven't seen you at one of these events for a while. Come on down and join us. 40k this evening at 8 p.m. Or come along at the weekend and join us on the main event. We'd love to see you. Okay, so we're going to the flop cam. Ace of hearts, queen of clubs. The cards on the left belong to Kevin Khalil. The cards on your right belong to David Rosenthal. We'll get a slower flop this time. 2-10-8. 2 clubs, so the cards on the left are live. And that is a big, big card. A club on the river. Nope. But it was a sweat, and we'll have a chop swap. Chop pot. So there was a sweat, and David was sweating there a little bit. But a sound call, sound shove, and well played, both the players. Donny knows he would have won that hand, by the way. So Manny, welcome. Thank you for your comments. He said, watching from Boxburg, I really enjoy watching the game and your commentary. Come and see us live, Manny. Come and join us. There's something for everybody's budget. Something for everybody's budget. Let's quickly run through while we're waiting for the next hand. This evening we've got the 40k high roller. Thursday we've got the Fast Jam 4k entry, 2,500 on the add-on. Monsterjam main event Friday 7 p.m, 15,000 round the entry. Saturday the Monster Turbo 4k the entry, and on Sunday the last chance semi-freeze, which is 3k. All of those with the exception of the main event and the 40k available with add-ons and re-entries. And we would just be delighted to see you and your good self, Manny, and thank you for your feedback. It is much appreciated, sir. So our stream is catching up. I just noticed on the stream that Lenny is going out, so that was half an hour ago. Okay, Donny is 24,000 a call. He makes the call here with 7-4 suited. Comes King 9-3. So the 10 high has it at the moment of Kevin. Gunfight time. Who's going to blink first? Check, check. 7 of clubs. 19 outs for Kevin. You can always have too many outs, eh? Kevin's going to bet. He's not going to leave it to Lady Luck. 70k. Up, down, straight draw for Kevy, obviously. Pair of 7s here for Donny. King on the river is no help for Kevin. And Donny's 7 is good. He puts in a bet of 40k, I think it is. 50,000. Kevin's sitting with a bare 300 in front of him. He says, I have the straight draw, the flush draw, everything. He's not lying. He did have a straight draw. He did have a flush draw. And he missed everything. So you've got 10 high, Kev. And you're not one for tanking on the TV. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time to fold. Thank you. Unlucky, Kevy. You had a stab. Donny picks up 124,000 of profit, most of them belonging to you, Mr. Khalil, unfortunately. And David leads the way, 44%, 33% for Donny, and 15 and 4 big blinds respectively. I think Nolan's actually got a little bit more than 4 big blinds, but I'm not sure. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64. Yeah, I think so. So Roxy has joined us online, and Mr. Gerard Glass. Where are you, Mr. Gerard Glass? You're supposed to be here playing poker. Get your butts in an Uber and get yourself up here. 40k this evening. Got the main event. There'll be something for everybody. I'm sure Mark and his team will be putting on a satellite at some stage. Harshav, Keshav, welcome back, Harshav. Good Man United man, top boy. Kevin under the gun, Queen 5. You'll be stinging from that last hand. They'll go in the muck. Nolan, once again, we don't see his cards. They are in the box, so I have no idea why not. And we tested all of those this morning, so anyway, Nolan's all in. We're going to see his cards if it gets called off. And David's 9-2 is not in the range for calling. And Nolan will pick up the 50k. If it persists, we can always ask Nolan to move, but we don't like to disturb players. So maybe it's just those chips are just in the box there. We don't know. We'll have a monitor, as they say. This is four-handed. So all of the players at the table guaranteed 17,472 South African rands. David in the small blind, King 10, very strong hand, four-handed. We'll see some move here from David. He's just called. Interesting. Decides to change tact a little bit there. Checks. We didn't see the flop cam, but it was 10-7-7, I believe. We didn't see the flop cam again. Okay, so the 10 is there for David. He's got a lock on our hand. And David will take it down. Okay, new hand, Donny with 460k under the gun, built it up nicely this morning, so he'd be very pleased to be in the money here. I know Donny spoke to me before he entered, and he was kind of iffing in our end because he wanted to save his pennies for the main event. Nice suited ace here for David. David's on the button, so in position. Kevy's looking across there, expecting a move. So Kevin folds. So Gerard just asked Clint online, are you having a lag in the quality? I'm watching the stream, Gerard, and I deliberately turned the quality of the picture down, but I'm going to go to my settings and I'm going to pop it right up to HD, and I'm going to see if it's lagging at all. So just give me a chance to reload here. So I reloaded up to 1080. No problemo. I dropped mine back down again now and operate on the 144 setting because I don't need to see the picture. I just need to see the stream and the comments. So it's working my side, Jared and Clint. Hopefully it's just a little issue with your internet that side. So David has raised this up and Donny's called it off. Two players to the flop. Flopping is 2 Queen 10. So David gets the best piece of it. Of course, there's an up down straight draw here for Donny, and he'll be betting this. Donny does like a draw. Bet 55. David's all in. Back to Donny. Supreme pressure. Now, Donny, don't show your cards this time. You've already had a ruling. And he remembers. Good man. So looking for nines and aces, basically, Donny. Sorry, nines and kings. Another king would do you good as well, of course, yeah. Aces, oh, there they are, top of the screen. Ace, 9, king. Your 10 odds. So you're actually 41% based on the cards that have already been dished out by the deck. And Donny has got a decision to make here, so fair enough. Let's let him work it out in his head. He knows Bozo's quite capable of pulling a move here as well. He'll get nothing from Bozo, that's for sure. It's for 17,472 rands. And as I told you before, buddy, don't do that. Don't spin that chip. It goes in the middle. It can be construed as a call. And asking David what he's got is like trying to buy a ticket on the next moon mission, brother. He's not going to show you unless it's to his advantage. Shane Bassoon, welcome Shane on the line. Welcome to the streaming fraternity. Quite a lot of people online watching this stuff. Gerard Glass says it's working perfectly now. There you go. Pulled a Harry Potter move for you, brother. Hopefully you're enjoying the stream, Gerard, and we look forward to seeing you back down here very, very soon, or back up here, as the case may be. Okay, 4 players left in the 6 max. The bubble burst earlier this morning. Len Freeman went out, and pocket 10s versus ace 5 suited. And Donny, bottom left of picture, ended up running out and making a diamond flush on the river, and cracking Lenny's 10s. Got it in good. He was our bubble boy. And then Keith Bishop was the next man out. He was the min cash of 12,230 South African rands. And we're down to 4. All players at the table guaranteed 17,472 rands. And the next pay jump after that is to 3rd, which is 31,449. So a reasonable pay jump from 4th to 3rd. And Kevin Khalil was the big stack this morning. Flop comes ace 9 ace. Donny gets the best of it. That'll be a bet and a fold. David doesn't need any TV time. And all of these players now are here to take the first prize, 66 and some change. But they'll understand the blinds are going up and that they've got to make some move. Blinds currently sitting at 10,000, 20,000, 20,000 on the big blind ante. So 50k of dead money out there every single hand. And that's certainly worth fighting for. Mark Freeman online. Welcome to the stream, Mark. Good afternoon to you. I was going to say good morning, it feels like it. We finished early the early hours of this morning, 4 o'clock and gone. And we resumed at 4 o'clock this afternoon, just coming up to 5 o'clock local time. So we've been going about an hour, a hand number 26, so firing at a good rate. 10,000, 20,000, 20,000 on the big blind ante. And Nolan is our short stack at the table and he folds. And David is going to put in a massive bet here from the small blind, and he just wants to get rid of Kevin, frankly. That's the only thing he's up to here. So Kevin to act. We don't know what Kevin's got in his hand. Ace 7, reasonable calling cards if he thinks Bozo's on a move. I think he's going to lay these down. It's close. If they were suited, I think he would have called. David, Kevin's now looking at the levels. It's 3 minutes and 50 seconds to go on the level. Blinds at 10 and 20. And you'll be looking at the prize pool. If you go out now, it's 17k, buddy. And the next jump is 31. So it's worth hanging around for. If it's marginal, maybe you've got to fold. David's put him to the test here. 200,000 is basically putting Kevin all in. He says, I know I'm ahead. You're absolutely right, you are ahead, sir. But that's the pressure of poker. That's the pressure of ICM. That's the pressure of laddering up, and he folds. I'm just going to step away from the mic. I'll be back in 1 minute.
Yeah.
Just do bad folding. Actually, terrible.
20,000 to play. $40,000. Player 5.
Okay, I'm back. Pocket twos for Donny, Huey and Louis. And fold.
21.
Kevin is, looks like I don't know if it's a call or a raise. And Nolan with a Jack King, and we're now seeing his cards, which is good. And just a call there, Nolan running protection here. 3 pairs to the flop, 3-7-4. So Donny's pocket twos are ahead here. And he's not going to be afraid, he's going to bet them. Looks like a 50,000. And that'll be fold. Nolan has got, according to our board there, 1 big blind. He's actually got a little bit more than that, I think. Let's get a shot on Nolan through the camera. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 78,000 Nolan's got. There or thereabouts. So David will be under the gun. Big blind Donny, small blind Nolan. So Nolan will get a few free looks. Welcome Mr. Kramer online from Japan. I hope you're having a fabulous time. I hope the box are doing us proud out there and that you're going to the final. Sean Naidu, Shawnee boy, my bro from another Mo. Nice to see you online. Actually, I don't know if Kramer's back or not. If he is, he'll be down here later. I know he went out there to see the semis and the quarters. Don't know if he got tickets for the finals. Maybe he stood on, maybe he manages to wingle some. Kevin's all in with a King 8 here, 170 on the button. Donny has got King 3. Now, Donny, this is not a calling hand, trust me. This is not a calling hand, Donny. Yeah, that's it. Good man, good man. And looks like Kevy will pick up some chips there. Lines are up. 12,000, 24, 24,000 on the big blind ante. So young Nolan left a picture there. We'll have to make a move very, very soon. He's on the button. So he's going to get 2 free looks. And then the big blinds will be back knocking on his door. So that's this hand, the next hand, and then he'll be in the big blind. Kevin with King 8 again, not suited this time. Under the gun. He's all in. 220,000. Nolan with King 3 is probably not going to call this off. So he folds. Donny with King 3 also, so that's all the kings out. They're gone. And David will call him, there'll be no hesitation. Ace is over. And Kevy's drawing very thin. There's no kings left out there. We'll go to the flop cam. I believe all the kings are out, so we're looking for 8s here. And I think we're nearly done here. And that's a lock on our hand, and we'll lose Kevin Khalil from the feature table. We'll take a shot at Kevin now as he stands up and leaves. Kevin, ever the gentleman. And Bozo's up to $1 million. Wow. And the happiest person at that table will be Nolan Ribello, who just laddered up. Kevin will take home fourth prize money of 17,472 South African rands. All 3 players are now guaranteed 31,449 rands. Third prize. The next ladder is up to 47,174. So a pay jump of around about 18,000 rand. Correction, 16,000 and some change. Sean Naidu says, I'm watching from Pakistan. Very good, very good. I hope you're enjoying Pakistan, Sean. You're a legend. So I have a new friend request. I don't need to vet this one, that is for sure. The beautiful Kirsty Duncan. Kirsty, I am honored to be your friend. Even though you work for the opposition, but we still love you. Numbers growing on the screen here. So we've got a good audience out there today. Dave's all in with his ace-jack. Pressure, pressure, pressure for these guys. And he knows that Nolan has got no chips left. Donny gets his money in, King 9 against ace-jack. And Nolan sitting there, please, please let him go out. I'll have laddered up like a monster. And this is rapidly coming to an end here. 10-3-8 on the flop. David's ace is still ahead, looking for kings and 9s. There's the ace. That's a lock on the hand. Goodbye, Donny. Thank you for playing, and great game from Donny, and well played, young sir. And the happiest man on the planet will now be Nolan Ribello, who has got absolutely no big blinds. And David Rosenthal has got all the bloody chips, is what he's got. So okay, I don't know if we're going to get trophies and checks on the table or what we're going to do, but they're going to sort it out now, so we're looking for the clock to get paused. Nolan has actually got less than a big blind here, so it's quite funny.
You wanted to do a deal last night for the love. Am I right? You did one. You did. You actually. I wanted to play. You wanted to play 2 years.
So here comes Big Dave, our tournament director, with a trophy. You can put that right in the middle there, young David.
Can I use it as a fire protector? Not yours yet.
Very small.
Where's the button? Was on?
Small blind.
It was on Donny. You can't be big blind turns on, so he's button. Button this team. Promise. I'll make him laugh. What's it, 24, 24?
And you know what? I hope Nolan wins this hand, and I never take sides, but just for the value, just for the fun. And Nolan has got Queen 7, and he's all in for sure. And it's a call from David, flop cam. David will have an ace for sure. Run good, Bosenthal, look at this. Straight draw 7 there. Bozo gets a 3. And guess what? Nolan 7 will win, and he will double up. From the ashes, the phoenix doth rise. So, as I say, we don't take sides in the commentary booth, but we're currently wearing our Nolan Ribello shirts and shouting for our man. My film crew, Mr. Maka, is in the house, creeping around behind me like a cat burglar. What do you do in your spare time? Are you a cat burglar? You're very stealthy for a young man. Okay. Back to the game. David will be on the button and the small blind, and admiring his Burj Khalifa impression with the chips there. Those of you who don't know what the Burj Khalifa is, that's the tallest building in the world, located in Dubai. Burj meaning Arabic for tower. Khalifa is the sheikh who is in charge in Abu Dhabi, who they honoured. Okay, flop cam. Pocket fours for 2 overs, I think, here. King, Queen. Ayub Balim is online. Jonathan Khalil is online. Welcome, boys. Any 10, fours are ahead. Any queen, any king, no good. 2 pair. King or a queen or a 10. That's all that does it. King, and Mr. Rebello doubles up again. Oh, this is a nightmare.
Can I have a few passes on a minute, right?
I don't know where Bozo went. Dupi's online. L1 Dupi Duplessis. Did I just hear say they're having a break? Okay, so I suppose they'll pause the clock. Okay, the players have agreed a quick 2-minute break, so we'll just wait for them to come back. Okay, so the guys are back from their comfort break. They tried to broker a deal, just kidding. and Nolan said, I am definitely the happiest man in the world. I ladded up 2 spots with less than 1 big blind. Good for you, China. Well done. Money goes in, Queen 5. I mean, David just calls him here, it doesn't make a difference. That's a call. Flop cam. 5 Queen. 8 King. And this is just going to go on until one of them busts out. And of course, David's a huge advantage here. Pairs is 8. We've got the heart redraw for Nolan. 2 8s for David, as long as it's not a heart. And that, as they say, is that. Okay, we'll be bringing you the presentation shortly.
I need down 30 for the series also. Thank you.
So we're just going to prepare the presentation party here, and we'll bring you the presentation live and all the speeches. David will certainly be having a chat with Mr. Mark Joseph. And we'll be back with you in two minutes. So just so you know what's going on, we're just setting up the presentation table. I believe Mark Joseph or Caitlin will be coming in to do the presentation. So you're just getting a view of the last hand there. And there was a sweat, 5 of hearts with Nolan and 3 hearts on the flop. David had no hearts. Okay, we're just waiting for the check to be printed, as they say, and for Mark Joseph to come into picture. It was an exciting finale this morning, and you know, a lot of people will say, well, it only took you an hour, you know, and why didn't you do it last night or early hours this morning? Well, the truth was there were 6 very, very tired poker players. There was a significant amount of backup staff who were also very, very tired, and I don't think we were seeing much quality poker towards the end of the session, and I think all the players who came back this morning would agree. So second place money for Nolan's 47,174, and David will take home a healthy check of 66,393. Okay, and we'll now go to that the program shot. Okay, so in picture you have Mr. Mark Joseph, the CEO of Monsterjam Poker, Regal Hospitality and Events, and David Rosenthal, who is our winner for the day. Okay, so I'm going to hand you over in the main hall here to Mr. Mark Joseph. And he's going to have a quick chat with David Rosenthal. Just waiting for, well, for something, I don't know.
Is it a must that we have the shot?
Stream, ready for the presentation?
You're seeing all of this live, guys, and obviously we're running a camera as well, a different camera, so that we can get all of this on the ground as well. So we'll leave it over to Mark. And
Good afternoon and welcome to Times Square Casino. I'm sitting here with the winner of the Six Max tournament, David Rosenthal, otherwise known in the poker industry in South Africa as Bozo. Congratulations, David. Well done. Another trophy.
Marky, thank you so much. Enjoyed this tournament. It's the second time I've played your Six Max. It's my second one, so I really wanted to defend this one. But I went to bed last night. We went to bed about before this tournament, so I actually want to give a massive thank you to your staff. You had Kate and Dave and Gary and all the staff here to we poker players are sick and we wanted to play through. And sometimes we forget that people have been working for 18 hours straight. So I think most importantly, your staff deserve a huge round of applause for actually sticking it through to 4:30 this morning. And sort of rescheduling this tournament to suit the players. So thank you for that. So I really think they deserve a good mention for that the extra hours they put in last night.
Yep, that's how it goes with poker tournaments. Sometimes we have to put in the extra hours, but we're happy to do so when we can. And obviously other times we just can't accommodate it. But it's been a nice turnout for this tournament. It has been a little bit slower this week, but there's the Rugby World Cup. A lot of the players are out there, and tonight is the high roller. How are you feeling about that?
So I think you'll know this better than anyone, but this is the tournaments I look forward to every series. The Grand Slam is my favourite tournament anyway, so this is what I built up to. This is what I've been building up to since Sebaya, and I'm so excited for tonight. We start with 150 players, a tough field. I know there are some pros coming, quite a few pros that haven't been here this week that are probably in tonight. So I'm just so amped for the Grand Slam tonight.
That's amazing. The gallery has just arrived. There are a few people in the So Dave, I had a quick look at the chip counts this morning. I say this morning, poker time this morning, it's pretty much the afternoon. And I saw you came into this field sort of mid-table, 200,000 chips. And Kevin, what was the according to the plot I had here, 230.
Are you saying from last night's break?
Yes.
No, that's misread that. I had a few messages this morning. Maybe me and Donnie confused, but I had 520 coming into.
Oh, okay.
So I was keen to play through last night, and that's why I had to give the appreciation to Caitlin and Dave and Gary for staying. But no, I came in nice. It's actually hard going to sleep with a chip load because you're not sure like how form goes the next day. But I just took it easy, and it was a table of gentlemen actually. It was really fun. I enjoyed this tournament. I would have enjoyed it regardless of the results, to be honest with you. It was awesome.
Well, that's amazing. Congratulations anyway, and go get yourself a little bit of rest. Got the high road starting at 8 p.m. this evening. I'm sure you like to start on time, so you won't be one of those that get your chip late. And on another note, we'd like to just congratulate everybody else that's got into the cash in the Six Max. Congratulations to our mate Donnie Mjpt. I see him over there. Well done, Donnie. He's been looking for a cash for a while. Maybe this is his breakthrough. He's been trying real hard. And to Nolan Ravella coming second. I actually watched the end of this tournament, and Nolan was certainly the player that was supposed to be out next.
Yeah.
And it seemed like Kevin and Donnie just done him a favour. I don't think he could actually make the next big blind on his rotation. He was very close to it. And Donnie and Kevin politely stuck their chips in the middle for you to scoop up. And he moved from 17,000 cash right up to 47.
Look, it was solid. The guys weren't really making mistakes today. They understand sort of, we're at that level now. They get stuff people don't give them away for free. And with the professionals like like with Kev in the field, he's not going to worry about fourth or third or second. He's going to give himself the best shot in the tournament. He did that, and I think Nylan was the lucky recipient of 2 level ups. but he'll take it. All the guys played really nice. It was solid. It was cool.
Cool, thanks David, and to everybody watching the stream once again, thank you for your kind comments and your politeness on the stream. We look forward to seeing you coming down at Times Square Casino. Just a little brief on what's happening tonight. Oh, well then, just a quick announcement for tonight. We have a free roll satellite at 7 p.m. for anyone who can come down. We guarantee a main event seat, so you can come down and do that. And at 8 p.m. we have the high roller starting 40,000 rand gets you in. That should be a nice juicy pot, so come down and come and enjoy it. And if you can't make it, we hope you enjoy the stream.
Marky, thank you very much, bro. I think I'll see you tonight.
Cool. It looks like those that want to come into shot aren't coming into shot. Have a great day, everybody. We see you all tonight.
Okay, that was the CEO, David Rosenthal and Mark Joseph, the presentation.
Ahmed, we were trying to get you in the photo, bro.
And we thank Mark for his kind words there. We're going to sign off and we'll be back this evening at 8 p.m. for the high roller.
Yeah.